Greetings, traveler in Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the Iridori Festival, but I didn't expect... I was a little surprised. Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I could tell they were not, even though I didn't manage...
Oh, does the paper happen to have a poem?
Huh. Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen. Sure, here it is. Please.
Last time, Aoi no Okina's story this time basically says that well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
I don't think there's anything
But according to the story, Akihito was... Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling in Liyue and in it. While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time.
Wow! I'm always watching. Albedo, we figured out a way to help Shincho.
Interesting. Stamps. Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with this animal. Since but...
Yes, that's it, Jinyu.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore.
You just had a 10-minute break.
When it comes to pushing a deadline...
No wonder, lady.
Whoa, this is...
Mr. Hiroyama, we found us in both Lee, of course. First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one. In addition...
All right, I think that would work.
So, what you mean?
Mr. Hiroyama, it's some... But if we adopt a... And if all the authors sign their books in the same fashion, then Genyu's signature wouldn't look out of place.
If you think it's feasible, I would certainly be happy to design signatures for the other...
Yes, and...
In that case, I shall...
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events. However...
Great!
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Jinyu. Please, take the books that Jinyu already...
We did it.
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free.
That's... We still have some time to burn.
Traveler, there you are.
Oh, it's Ayaka! And Venti! That's an interesting combo.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the ikebana. This bar just happened.
But the paper sheet...
Here's the paper.
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the...
And even though there are only two...
If we take the poem literally, it reads, "Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home."
So, shall we give it a whirl? Look! It's really working! More words have appeared on the paper! Let Paimon see what it says. Story says that after Sumizomi got the collection of poems from Aki, the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry. Huh?
You see, Paimon, in the past, when printing was not yet well developed, to ensure the text lasted longer, such special inks are time-consuming and laborious. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important... But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when
Yes, although the story is saddening. Kazuha.
I would be delighted.
Yes.
There you go. The next...
Yes.
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akihito.
Akihito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Each poem he composed, he marked with a scarlet red seal, hence the Aka in his name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akihito was exiled for his crimes, and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
Ever since we completed the story of one of the 5 it's just that... How could this... Oh! Huh?
What do you mean?
Huh?
That's right. An average person, even Aoi no... However, he was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the so in
Which means the one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akihito. What? Kuranu...
That's right. Though there are only... since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5...
Oh!
However, the story of the which beg.
A Kuranu...
speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha...
Oh, right! Hey, Kazuha! Are you okay?
Apologies for making a wild.
Yes. A few things did come to I don't mind.
Hey! We're all friends here.
Kaidehara,
The ride in Gokuden?
It appears that Miss Kamisato, but it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission. It would be
it's fine. Those of us... However, this matter is somewhat complicated. The Raiden Gok... Unfortunately, the descendants of the...
Whoa!
Yes, but that's my grandfather, and in my
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few... Later, however, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden...
Indeed. I've also, however, not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but after reading the story of the 5 Kasen...
What exactly happened?
I still can't say. I need to speak. I will tell you everything I know that...